Hello everybody, this is Coaster Werewolf here, back at you guys again with another video, and today we're going to be doing our first roller coaster video, finally. So my home park is Knott's Berry Farm, and so I'm going to be doing a top 10 roller coasters at Knott's, and conveniently Knott's has exactly 10 coasters, so yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alright, and number 10 is of course the kiddie coaster, Timberline Twister. It's terrible, even for a kid. It's really jerky and bumpy. Just don't ride it. Don't. And number 9, we have Coast Rider. Now, this is a family coaster. It's a Wild Mouse model, and it is better than a lot of other Wild Mouse coasters because it does start off with the drop. But, yeah, it's not great. It's pretty fun, kind of. Although the shin guards on the restraint are very painful, let's just say that. And this ride's, it's pretty good if you want like a family coaster, but for thrills, you're not getting much. At number 8, we have Jaguar. This is another family coaster. Now, this thing it's pretty fun. I do like how it goes through Montezuma's Revenge's loop. We'll get to that later. And one time, I was riding this, and we were going through the loop right when Montezuma's Revenge was going through the loop, so that was pretty cool. And, yeah, it kind of, like, goes around the Fiesta thing area. Fiesta Village? I think that's what it's called. I haven't been nuts in so long. Quarantine is so boring. Alright, so, yeah. Anyway, the one thing that I do not like about this ride is the operations. Basically, it has like 15 cars on each train. So, basically, it takes forever for them to load the train. So, the line's always super long. It's kind of annoying. And also, they're always like only running one train. It's very rare that they run more than that. So, yeah. It's a pretty good ride, though. So, yeah. At number 7, we have Pony Express. Now, this is a pretty unique ride. It's basically like you're riding a horse. The restraints are kind of uncomfortable. It kind of just slams you in the back. But, not to worry. It's a pretty short ride, and it's also fun. The launch it's pretty good. It's just not very fast. But, again, it's a family ride, so it's good for what it is. And it's a fun ride, pretty unique. It's a good addition to the park, and it fits really well. It is a very short ride, like 30 seconds or something, but it is fun. And at number 6, we have Sierra Sidewinder. Now, you may be like, this is going to be my viewer voice. Hi, Coaster Werewolf. Isn't this in Camp Snoopy? So it's, like, not good because it's in the kiddie area? Okay, well, you're right, but it's actually good. It's more intense than like a lot of the other family coasters because the fact that it spins, it's actually really fun. It's not the most intense ride ever, but it's still fun. I really love it. It's just nice. The spinning's fun. It gets you a little bit disoriented, which I like, and it's fun. And honestly, they should really not have it in Camp Snoopy. Just saying. But yeah. Alright, now we're moving on to the thrill coasters, the ones that are more intense. So, starting with Montezuma's Revenge. Now, this is fun. A lot of people say, oh, it's old, it's rough. And it is old. It's not exactly smooth, but it's fun. I do like the launch at the start. It's a flywheel launch, so it's pretty unique, pretty rare. There's only a couple ones left like this. And it's a shuttle coaster, so it launches, it goes through the loop, it goes up a spike, goes backwards through the loop, goes back through the station, goes up a spike, backwards, and then falls into the station and stops. Again, it's another really short ride, but it's really fun. The backwards loop, when I first rode it, I was expecting it to be pretty good, but it was actually a lot better than I thought, and it's fun. And if you happen to ride it right when Jaguar is going through the middle, then, well, yeah, that's lucky. You can see that on the picture on the right. Yeah. Also, one thing, if you're riding this, just when you're going backwards through the loop, do not bring your head, like, forward. If you put your head forward when you go backwards to the loop, it's going to snap back, and let's just say your neck's going to be hurting. I've done that once. It was not pleasant. Alright, number 4 is Silver Bullet. This is a very iconic ride. It goes, like, throughout the entire park. It's right smack dab in the middle. You can see it from everywhere, basically. And this is a really fun ride. It's not exactly the most intense, really, because the drop is, like, barely a drop. But it's fun. I do like all the inversions it goes through. A lot of people say, oh, the Cobra Roll is terrible. But no, I think Cobra Rolls are fine. They're not that bad. They're pretty good. Although I really do like after it goes to the first loop at the start, it goes into this huge, like, overbanked turn. It feels kind of like an inversion. It's actually not, but it's just pretty cool and unique element. This is a pretty long ride, too, and it's pretty graceful, and it's really smooth, and I think it's really fun, and yeah. Alright, now number 3 is the newest ride that they added as of recording this, is Hang Time. Now, they got in 2018. I realize now that was like 2 years ago, and that's not actually that new, but it's pretty rare that Knott actually gets a coaster, so, be quiet. Alright, so this is a pretty unique coaster again. Basically, it goes up vertically, and then it hangs you for a bit, and then you go down a beyond vertical drop, which is really fun drop. And it goes into a bunch of inversions. I really like these inversions. It's a really smooth, compact ride. You do get a lot of hang time, of course. That's why they named it that. Also, it's like being into surfing and stuff. Yeah. Also, at nighttime, the lights are they're beautiful. Just look at that light shows they have. They're awesome. And this is a fun ride. And usually every time I ride it, it gets better and better. I don't know why. Usually I don't know. Alright, so I had a really tough decision deciding between Accelerator and Ghost Rider, but it took so long to decide, but I finally made a decision. And Accelerator's at number 2, because Ghost Rider, back row. We'll get to that later. Accelerator is a very intense launch coaster. It's very fast. Goes from 0 to 82 miles per hour in like 2.3 seconds, I believe. Wait, is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. And it's just insanely fast and intense. The launch is awesome. And it goes up this top hat. It goes straight up and straight down. It's awesome. It goes into a couple over big turns. A lot of people say, oh, those turns are kind of pointless, but I think they're fun. They're pretty fun. And so, yeah, this is a really fun ride. And, yeah, it's really nice. And the restraints are really good because you feel really free. And, yeah, it also gives a little bit of airtime at the top, which is kind of nice. Alright, so now you all know what number 1 is. It's Ghost Rider. Okay, so I had a hard time deciding, but I ultimately chose Ghost Rider as my number 1 because if you ride in the back row, then it is absolutely phenomenal. It's such a good ride. You get so much airtime. You get whipped out of your seat, whipped over that drop. You're basically flying out of your seat the whole ride. You just get thrown around. It's really awesome. Now, in 2016, before 2016, this ride was pretty bad. It was really, like, shaky and bumpy and rough. And it gave me a headache, like, every time. And I had to remember to bring painkillers to Knott. But then they renovated the track and the trains. So now it's actually really smooth. And it's now a really, really, really great ride. And in the back row, you get the most airtime. So just ride in the back. I know it always has a long line. But if you go in the morning, early, right when the park opens, if you have passes, like season passes or gold passes like me, then during the summer you can go a little bit early before the park opens. It's pretty awesome. It's an early admission thing. Make sure to check that out because I've done that many times. Then we got on Ghost Rider. And if you go earlier enough, then the line's not too bad. Like, it's not its usual 3 hours. So, yeah. And this ride is just amazing. I know, it's a parking lot coaster. The view is you get a view of some random stuff, okay? But it's cool. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure to stay tuned for more videos. Make sure to join the Wolfpack by subscribing, turning on notifications, and liking this video. And hope you guys liked it again. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.